What's up, buddies? Hope you're doing well. So today we're gonna talk about HTML attributes and why we use them in our HTML pages. After that, we're gonna talk in particular about anchor tags and how we can manipulate this pair tag in our HTML pages. So without further ado, let's dive in. So here we have HTML attributes. All HTML elements can have attributes. When we talk about HTML elements, we are talking about HTML pair tags and self-closing tags. Okay, attributes provide additional information about elements. So this is the purpose behind using attributes in HTML elements. Attributes are always specified in start tag, meaning that when we have a pair tag, so the first opening tag, within this first opening tag, we use the attributes. We cannot use attributes within the closing tag. It's not allowed in HTML syntax. And finally, attributes usually come in name value pairs, like name equals value. So I'm gonna give you a simple example. Okay. For example, here, as you can see, this is a basic HTML page. The head, and within the head we have meta tags, the title, and finally the body. Within the body we have an h1 heading, okay, and the HTML goes in tag. So within h1 we can create attributes, but before that I'm gonna give you the syntax. So here we have the syntax to respect it. So the syntax is like so. Here we have the tag name. Here we put the tag name, okay? And here put our content, etc. And within the tag name here, in the opening tag, we embed our attributes. Okay. Here we have attribute name, okay, equals value. So this is the syntax. Tag name, attribute name equals value, and here our content, and finally the closing tag. We can put a lot of values within one attribute, and we can create multiple attributes, and within these multiple attributes we can affect one value or more. So this is the general syntax of attributes. So as an example, concrete example, we have here h1. Why do we use attributes or attribute? So I'm gonna create a for example, an attribute, maybe style, yeah, style. I'm sorry, we're gonna use the attribute style, not class, because class is for creating classes in CSS. We're gonna talk about that after finishing the HTML series. So Control S. As you can see here, we've changed the color of our heading, red or maybe blue. We can do whatever we want. Okay, this is just an example. Now we're gonna talk about anchor tags. Why do we use anchor tags? And within the anchor tag, we're gonna talk in particular about href attribute. So as you can see here, the anchor tag, which is a paired tag, we have a opening tag and a closing tag. So the A or the anchor tag defines a hyperlink. The href attribute specifies the URL of the page the link goes to. It means that href, it is an attribute within the anchor tag, and the anchor tag, it is a paired tag. We have an opening and a closing tag, and this attribute specifies the URL of the page the link goes to. So as an example, let's create an anchor tag. So we put a, the emit, and tab. And the href, for example, we're gonna type a absolute path. So within the href, we put our link. We have two types of links. We have the global link, the absolute path, okay, of link, and we have the relative path of a link. So in this case, we're gonna use absolute path. So let's get URL. I should type like so. The absolute path, we type https semicolon, okay, colon, double forward slashes www.google.com. And if I typed on it, if I type on, as you can see, the default setting of the link is it is underlined and with a blue color. Once I clicked this link, the color of the link, it will changes to purple color. Okay, so once I clicked, as you can see, it led me to the official page or the official site of google.com. Okay, if I go back, as you can see, the color of the link is in purple. It meaning that I've already visited this site or this I've already clicked on this link. If you wanna provide extra information to this anchor tag, so we use the title attribute like so. So here I'm gonna type title official Google site. So once, as you see, once I hover over this link, the title appears, official Google site. I click it and I head to the Google official site. Okay, we can either use the absolute path or the relative path. For example, the relative path, for example, if you wanna maybe you have two pages. Okay, you have two pages. For example, we have multiple pages. The index page, which is the principal or the by default the home page. Okay, and we have another page. Let's say main.html. Okay, and we want to head from index to main. So we're gonna use a relative path. This is the use case of relative paths. So as an example, here I'm gonna create a new page, main.html. Type, okay, emit control, okay, and here I will put, for example, which one, main page, save, okay, and within this page I'm going to create an anchor tag to go back to the HTML page. Okay, so I'm going to type a enter href. I'm going to type index, the relative path, the name of the page plus the extension HTML, and here go back to index and save it. Okay, as you can see here, I should first open it with live server. So open with live server. Okay, as you can see, main page, go back to index. Once I clicked this one, it will override this page and go back to index. Okay, so I click this one, as you can see, document, head to Google. This is the index HTML, as you can see here, the link. And finally, the last attribute I want to show to you is the target attribute. So within the target attribute, we have two optional values. Okay, by default, the target has the default value of underscore self. Okay, underscore self. But as let's say, for example, we want to, once I clicked this link, head to Google, I want to create a new tab and head to the URL within the link. For example, if I type head to Google, I do not want to override this page, but instead create another tab and head to Google. Okay, so how we can do this? So by default, we are within the index.html page, so we're gonna head to index.html page and create an additional attribute. So we're gonna type target equals underscore blank. So underscore blank, it will allows me, once I clicked this link, it will create another tab like so and head to Google. Okay, so as you can see here, I will just refresh and type head to Google. As you can see, it creates another tab, and within the tab it creates another tab and head to URL set within the element. So as a summary, here we have the chapter summary. So we use the anchor tag element to define a link. Okay, we use also the href attribute to define the link address, and finally we use the target attribute to define where to open the linked document, whether within the same page or outside the page. It means create another page and head to URL specified. So this is the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. As a challenge, you can head to GitHub URL, so you'll find the challenge I've gave it to you. So try to solve it, and you're gonna find the solution within the same repo. So try to do your best. For the upcoming video, we're gonna talk about images and their attributes. I try to give you the shortest video as possible and within the high quality information. So if you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. See you soon.